Hello viewers of the National Television, welcome to this English news edition of Fabien Yonizier. Here are top stories. CNDD-FDD Party Secretary General Reverien Ndikurio calls on party activists to further their efforts in development work and to fight for the well-being of their homeland. He made this statement this Monday during the legislative and the municipal council election campaign. While some accuse BBS of being behind the recent internet connection disruptions, the company's director general denies any responsibility. The connection issues do not originate from BBS, but rather from operators in the mobile telecommunication sector. Welcome once more. CNDD-FDD Party Secretary General Reverien Ndikurio calls on party activists to further their efforts in development work and to fight for the well-being of their homeland. He made this statement this Monday during the legislative and the municipal council election campaign activities organized by the CNDD-FDD Party in the extended commune of Musongati in the extended province of Burunga. Following the electoral campaign for the 2025 legislative and municipal elections, the CNDD-FDD Party organized meetings this Monday in the different localities of the extended province of Gitega, notably in the Bukirasazi and the Kibuye zones, where the activities were enhanced by George Shimirimana, Secretary of the CNDD-FDD Party in the extended province of Gitega. He invited the Bagumyawanga to familiarize themselves with the voting procedures for the coming elections. In the extended province of Buhumuza, the ruling CNDD-FDD Party's election campaign activities took place in the capital of Gisuru commune. The ceremonies were hosted by the party's Secretary General Reverien Ndikurio. In his speech, he stated that the party's flagship projects include revitalizing the justice sector in Burundi to establish justice for all. In Butanyerera province, members of CNDD-FDD provincial office conducted meetings on various hills in the Mumba zone located in the Konzi commune as a part of electoral propaganda for the legislative and municipal elections scheduled for the next month. During the meetings, they presented a priority project to CNDD-FDD Party activists, including strengthening security. And the UPRONA Party continued its election campaign this Sunday in the province of Burunga, in the extended commune of Rumonge, where its emergency projects will focus on rehabilitating all roads in poor condition, strengthening tourism, according to Olivier Nkurunziza, president of the UPRONA Party. He added that they will do everything to find a presidential jet. RC Ororo Kamkama reports.
Ifebe oye! Ifebe oye! Jarere nguvu! Jarere nguvu! Abajarere muriho!
Here we are at Burunga Province, Rumonge Region Province, where this Sunday UPRONA Party was presenting its main project to the local population and the UPRONA members from all Burunga regions who were present. In his speech, the UPRONA president in Burunga Province has highlighted the UPRONA Party achievements made so far, as well as the challenges they have encountered along the propaganda, such as the limitation in propaganda organization. After that, the UPRONA Party Vice President has recalled the great realizations of UPRONA Party from its beginning with Burundi Independence Hero Prince Rwagasore and how it tends to implement what has been left undone till now. After him, the president of UPRONA Party, Olivier Nkurunziza, in his speech has explained deeply each and one among their main projects, such as health, finance, education, good governance, agriculture and livestock, tourism, the fight against corruption, laws, justice, etc. Note that for closing that propaganda activity, Olivier Nkurunziza has showed the UPRONA Party members how they will vote, and the team that represent the UPRONA Party in the MPs and the communal advisors elections.
Among the key points of the RANAC Paris political program are the reform of the education system to ensure quality education and the modernization of agriculture through mechanization and hill irrigation in order to increase production. Alois Baruchako, president of the RANAC Paris, stated this during a parliamentary and a communal campaign organized by the party this Sunday in Cibitoke province. Report by Joseline Kangindi, translated by Jivan Ndaishimiye.
Activists of the National Movement for Change RANAC gathered at the field of Cibitoke Parish in Rugombo Commune, Cibitoke Province, as part of the parliamentary and the communal elections campaign in front of RANAC party members. Alois Baruchako, the president of the party, presented the candidates for the parliamentary elections scheduled for June 5th. In his speech, Alois Baruchako outlined the main points of RANAC's political program. He emphasized the importance of reforming the education system to ensure quality education for all. He also highlighted the need to reduce youth unemployment to 10% by promoting industrialization across all provinces of the country, the development of the health sector, including the integration of traditional medicine and the modernization of agriculture through mechanization and hill irrigation are also among the party's priorities. On the political front, the RANAC president affirmed that his party would work to adopt laws that promote the well-being of the population and the country's development. He called on all Burundians to vote massively for RANAC on June 5th by choosing the cow symbol number 7.
As I told you, why some accuse BBS of being behind the recent internet connection disruptions, the company's director general denies any responsibility. According to him, the connection issues do not originate from BBS, but rather from operators in the mobile telecommunications sector. Hageringwe made this statement during a visit by the national television to the company's headquarters, aimed at observing its overall organization. Report by Diomede Hatekikimana and translated by Jivan Ndaishimiye.
The BBS, Burundi Backbone System Company, has the mission of providing and securing internet connectivity throughout all provinces of Burundi through fiber optic infrastructure. Upon arriving at its headquarters located in Kigobe, Gihosha Zone, one can observe the positive transformation of the company's image, especially thanks to the new infrastructure currently under construction. Among these buildings are a warehouse for equipment storage, a building for hosting servers, another for power generators, a new administrative headquarters soon to be inaugurated, a network monitoring center, and other strategic facilities, as stated by Jeremy Hageringwe, Director General of BBS. Most of these buildings have been newly constructed. Currently, in addition to the Bujumbura city, BBS has already extended its fiber optic network to several areas within the country, including the central regions of Bubanza, Cibitoke, Rumonge, Muyinga, Bujumbura province, commune of Nyanzarake, and other localities where expansions is ongoing. The commercial company purchases bandwidth from international providers and distributes it to various public and private institutions such as Econet-Rewo, Onatel, CBInet, banks, microfinance institutions, insurance companies, and others. Regarding complaints about occasional weak internet connectivity, some people blame BBS. However, the Director General maintains that these issues do not originate from BBS, but rather from their mobile telephony clients. On the organizational side, Jeremy Hageringwe explains that when he took over as head of BBS in 2020, after passing selection exam, he found numerous issues and structural deficits. Today, he says he is satisfied with the progress made. For example, he highlights the evolution of the annual turnover, which rose from 9.7 billion Burundian francs in 2020 to 21 billion in 2024. The net result shifted from a loss of over 3 billion in 2020 to a profit of more than 4 billion in 2024. Contributions to the state treasury increased from over 2 billion in 2020 to more than 4.9 billion in 2024. From 2022 to 2024, BBS paid over 13.6 billion Burundian francs into the state's coffers. In addition, the cost of megabit has significantly decreased. While a megabit cost $150 per month in 2020, it is now sold at $50 to all BBS clients. The Director General also commends the improvement in relationships between BBS and its partners, as well as between employers and employees to address the shortage of personnel. The workforce grew from 87 employees in 2020 to 117 in 2025. Jeremy Hageringwe also stated that even though BBS is a commercial company, it engages in social actions, especially by supporting education. In 2024, it donated benches to the Minango Fundamental School located in Kamenge Zone, commonly known as Faransa. This year, it is also donated computers and provided free internet access to Skepes Fundamental School in Nyakabiga. Despite these achievements, some challenges remains, including clients who have not yet paid their bills, a shortage of foreign currency, and a complaint from some employees who feel that their hard work and their contributions are not being adequately rewarded, as their salaries have not yet been increased.
In this week's sports retrospective, we revisit the basketball match between Urunani and the Dynamo BBC, the veteran champions in the league, and the meeting of Sports Federation representatives organized by the National Olympic Committee in the preparation for the 2028 Olympic Games. Details with Marius Muhigwe.
This sports news by a 2-day workshop of different presidents of the sport federations, including their secretary generals. Here we are in Gitega province. The aim was to find ways and solutions to all prepare athletes who will participate in the Olympic Games, which will be held in Los Angeles, United States of America in 2028. Lydia Sekela, the chair of the National Olympic Committee here in Burundi, calls on all stakeholders to start with the preparations. Rugby National Federation has organized elections of the executive committee, while Albert Habyarimana was re-elected for 14 out of 15 voices. His deputy is Celeste Mvutsebanga, who was elected at 100%. The new elected president here says they are planning to do many things during this term. In football, Limited Women's Football League continued this last weekend, while Top Girls Academy in the blue jerseys equalized with the Buja Queens 1-1. In basketball, the national championship named Vitalo Basketball League continued this last Saturday. Urunani in white jerseys has defeated Dynamo. Here, Urunani has largely dominated Dynamo with the large victory.
Well, end of this news edition. Thank you for being with us. Keep watching our programs. Bye-bye.